Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong says the economic impact from the COVID-19 virus outbreak could already be greater than SARS in 2003, and Mr. Lee hasn't ruled out the possibility of a recession. The Prime Minister's comments came during a visit to Changi Airport, where he also called for more regional cooperation to fight the virus. Vanessa Lim with more.
The coronavirus outbreak is taking a toll on Singapore's air travel industry, with flights down by a third and businesses badly affected. And it's likely this will continue. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong expects COVID-19 to outlast the SARS episode back in 2003, which took 4 months to clear. But he stressed that the situation is still evolving and shutting down the country is not an option.
It doesn't mean that all the cases will disappear and everybody will be all right, because you will have visitors, they will come in, what happens in a region, you can't be sure that you will not have the disease still continuing to develop. So, and we have to keep Singapore going, we have to keep making a living, life has to go on.
And Changi Airport's workers are on the front line to keep the country open for business. Mr. Lee visited the ground staff to show his support. With the number of cases steadily rising, several countries have already issued travel advisories for Singapore. When asked if there are concerns that these will escalate to a travel ban, Mr. Lee said Singapore will make its case clear and urged countries to make sound scientific judgments.
Our reported cases look quite high because we are working very hard to identify any cases there may be in Singapore, and in a city like Singapore, it's possible for us to be quite thorough. Whereas if you're in a big country, 10,000 islands or a big land mass, many rural areas, it's not so easy to track what's happening in the countries.
Mr. Lee also responded to a question on how the ongoing outbreak will affect regional economies, warning that it will have a significant impact for at least the next couple of quarters.
It's a very intense outbreak. I think it's already much more than SARS, and the economies of the region are much more interlinked together. China particularly is a much bigger factor in the region, and therefore I can't say whether we'll have a recession or not. It's possible, but definitely our economy will take a hit.
The Prime Minister stressed the need for greater cooperation across ASEAN to tackle the situation.
We do need to exchange information and cooperate with one another to avoid working at cross purposes. If the region has a problem, it's going to be very, very difficult for Singapore to isolate ourselves and to keep the problem outside of our boundaries.
Mr. Lee revealed that the regional bloc is coordinating a response which will be shared in a day or two.